Crazy at this thing called love. Just what I've been dreaming of. And I can never figure out, oh, how you do the things you do. Is why I'm so in love with you. I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future in me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. If I met you in another life and you asked me to be your wife, with grace and a smile I say, yeah, always now and forever. You be my one and only lover. Cause I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future in me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Pa-pa-pa-da-pa-pa. 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 Pa-pa-pa-da-pa-pa.
The J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. This morning has been a very busy morning for me. You know, I got up, I had these videos to do, to present to you. I had to put some graphics together. I mean, it was just kind of busy. And time goes by fast, you know. So if you've been watching my Facebook page, you see I've been posting things all morning since I got up this morning. But welcome to my show. And what's happening today is, let me make sure what it is today. I've been so busy. Today is Tuesday, April the 18th, 2023. What has this day got in store for us? Before I get into Liberian politics, let's go to my school on the Buduburam refugee camp, because they started a school yesterday. Not yesterday, they started this week, but they had a baking section yesterday. They started last week. The school started last week. They did the practical, the theoretical all last week, and it's starting the practical this week. So let's introduce the school to you today. We saw this all last year. We saw my school going on, and we'll talk about that after the show. But this is the first session, and they are baking shortbread. So let's check it out.
For each one maize, which is 2 cups of flour, you roll by 1 tablespoon of sweet Maria. Roll. And 4 maize. Then very well. 1 with the and 4 maize. 2 cups of flour for 3 pieces. And how many cups of flour? And 2 cups of flour. You need as flour and packets. So you not me tell one to measure 8 3 4. So you only use it 1 year 4 8 4 year. Go back. Go to the river of the you know how to say you have to be almost you may miss it for water. This is a short break. First particle of the year, 2023.
That was just a little short video to show you that our school is still going on. Let me tell you about the school. You know, year before last, let's start a year before last, I was on the internet and this kid from Ghana, Liberian kid, he's a youth, our Liberian youth. He's in his 30s. So he contacted me through the internet and we started communicating. And I wanted to know what they were doing in the camp. And they had nothing there. Absolutely nothing for the people. When they left Liberia 14 years ago during the Civil War, the United Nations, the ECOWAS, donors, all these people donated to the camp. But if you've been watching my show, you have heard the story. All the donations and things they got from the United Nations, the people never got it. Just like in Liberia. Somebody stole it all and sold it, and they didn't give the people nothing. They gave them little or nothing. Fortunately, they had a school, they had a police station there, so the camp grew. But now, after so many years, United Nations cannot continue to support this group when there are other people with needs in the world. There are other hot areas with wars. So they can't stay helping these people and the help not going to them. They're getting a minimum of all the things the people giving them. Other people have taken it and sold it. Just like in Liberia, no different. Corruption, high. They rip all the people off. Now they got little or nothing there. They've been there for years. Now the chiefs who own the land, the different tribes, in Ghana, and the tribal thing is big. They got big tribal things in Ghana. So the chiefs own the land now, and that was the first now. And over the years, some people left, some people won't come back home, Liberia, they came home. So there are not as many on the camp as there used to be. So when I contacted this boy, they were doing nothing, man. They had no school. The school, yeah, they do have a school there. But the school is not efficient, effective. All the people in the camp, they can't get work. Why? Because they're not Ghanaian citizens. Ghanaian different from Liberia. You can't go out and work. So all of them on the camp selling the same things. Just like in Liberia, everybody walking around selling biscuits. How many people will sell biscuits? How many people will sell cigarettes? How many people will sell water? How many people will sell canned goods? The same thing in Ghana. We got all these young people with no future, just walking around. So when he told me, I said, man, but you need to do something. He said, but what would do? I said, well, you need to start a baking school or something for the people there. So after several conversations, he got in touch with this lady, another philanthropic, because she was catching hard time, but she got a building. And she only was using one part of the building, but we're fortunate she wasn't using 2 rooms. And the rooms were totally dilapidated. No concrete, no zinc. You could see right through the building. So me and my wife embarked upon a process to raise money to help these people. So we did letters, and we sent a lot of letters up. And people responded. You wouldn't believe it. People responded. 250, 200, 100, 25, 50. I mean, we raised $11,000 for this project last year. We're able to build a school. We're able to build the supervisor's house, fix it up for him. We bought 2 industrial ovens, one super big and one medium. We bought a fan. We bought different things the school needed. And the school got started. Everything was free. Nobody paid us 1 cent. We bought them apron and everything. We bought all the supplies. Everything they baked, they sold. Okay? Because they needed money for supplies regularly because they were constantly baking. So when they ran short of supplies, we chipped in. But if they had money, they bought their own supplies too. And I had to run the school last year. And you should have seen the graduation. The graduation was on it. We put the graduation up. Outstanding graduation. Outstanding. So we have started school again. We asked them to register and pay $1 to subsidize some of the things the teacher need, like the miscellaneous stuff they would need. Many people in the camp don't want to pay the $1. They thought the school was going to close. The school ain't going to close. That's why everybody was worried. Oh, Dad, what we going to do? I said, no. We got 5 people who will start. We got 6 people who will start. The school got to go on. Nobody doing nothing on that camp. You all need something to stimulate your minds. If the rest of the camp don't understand it, they're so used to not being educated, they're just doing things on their own. That's their own business. That's their own business. But we'll keep the school open. So the school just opened. And fortunately, we got our supplies and everything. We didn't write letters of this year because, we don't need all the things we needed in the beginning. So basically, it's just running the building. Me and my wife were the major contributors last year too. So although we raised money, but me and my wife were major contributors too. So this year, my Cash App is up here. Anybody want to support, you're welcome to support. But I ain't going around begging my people. I ain't Henry Costa. I ain't got no COP. I ain't got no this and that. No, I ain't got all of that. I've always done things by myself. I write people. I ask people for cash. So our Liberian people, we're selective in who we want to give cash to. Okay? So when I write mostly white people that I know in the American community, because they know what I'm doing and they appreciate what I'm doing. Okay? My people want me to get their money. Other people see me doing things in my community that I've been doing forever. That's why when I tell you I'm a community leader, I know the community. I know Liberian people. I know issues. Because I've been doing it for years. I do a lot of free stuff. Right now, I put on a Facebook that I have a grant that I want to use that grant to do a talent show this year, this summer. All the band groups, anybody can do entertainment. You want to be promoted, you can come to Rhode Island. Send us your document. Let's review it. If you can pay your own way to come, we'll provide you the hall. Okay, if you're a good enough group, we'll have a meeting with all the groups that want to come. And we'll talk about how we're going to do this, how we're going to run it. But I'm setting up my committee now to start inviting groups. So if you have a group out there, a performing group, we want professional people. This is not going to be small. This is going to be held in a big professional auditorium in Rhode Island. We're not going to have it in the church or school. I don't do this kind of thing. I do my thing in big auditorium, the convention center or the Veteran Memorial, where we have a big auditorium that can hold hundreds of people. That's the thing I do. So right now I'm setting up my committee so we can start inviting groups. So we can see we can do it either for the spring or for the fall before people go back to school. So if you have a group up there, you want to make some money, call me. My number is on Facebook. Just look at where you save my information, find my number and call me, and let's get invited to Rhode Island. Let's see what you can do. Okay? But that's my group with the Buduburam camp. That's what we do. Promote people, promote Liberians. I'm not a politics man. Okay? I'm a correctional officer. I'm a law enforcement man. I stay out of politics, but I gotta educate people. We gotta fight for our country. We got too much dysfunctional BS in Liberia that need to be straightened out. So I got to step to the plate where there's a void. Let me bring my boy off from Liberia, Mr. Samuel Wilker. He be in the background. Sam, how you doing?
Yeah, good morning, Rod. Good morning. How are you?
Not bad, man. How's Liberia?
Well, Liberia is an interesting country. This morning we woke up here. County coordinators or chairpersons of the People's Liberation Party of the late Daniel Cassell.
Yeah, man.
They came out with a strong statement against those guys that signed that document and pledged their support to the coalition of CDC. So they had a co-chair there as an undercover agent, according to him, who got all the information and came back and reported to the chairperson, this colleague guy. So it did not go down well with majority of the partisans. And so they are saying they are against it. They do not support it. The guys who did it out of mad, really seeking.
Is that a big party?
PLP is not a big party. PLP is not a big party.
Where do you think?
Cassell hails from Lofa too, okay. But he's not a big party. Most time when Cassell was in Liberia, he visited Abuaka 2-3 times. And, but I don't know what led to this change of mind to join the coalition.
I mean, where did I have most of the people?
What I gather from our source, they got more people in Bond County and Bond and Lofa counties. These are the two strongholds of PLP. That's why they elected the chairman of the county, the chairman, the county coordinator, the chairman from Bond County, and he got a very large block.
So what happened with this road fund?
I've not heard.
Everybody wants to see this money. That's the only revenue being collected in the country.
It's fast money making thing.
Well, but I mean, but it's based on people buying gas and stuff like that, right?
Every gallon that comes to the country, it's got 30 cents.
There's consistent economic feasibility there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always money. Now what people want to money because they're not getting money.
Yeah.
The last time, Samuel 12 where took all that money and paid people, which is against the law. And you see, he guys he come and tell the foreign donor say he can use it. Who are the foreign donors? The foreign donors got our laws.
They will dictate to you.
You know, the corruption, the stealing just too bad, man. I made a $1 million from this war fund again. They won't borrow against this war fund again.
Free money. Liquid cash, free money. It all will come.
The money that's supposed to build our country, man. This is the same money everybody. You see, Sam, this is the problem with our people, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Liberian people interest by their you know what's happening by their interest. Anytime you see Liberian people running behind something, you must know money inside, and people want.
That's right. True.
Because Liberian people will not be interested in anything that is philanthropic. No money in there, we're not coming. The party ain't got no food, we're not coming. No drinks, we're not coming. So, you know, with that kind of attitude, we just got to corrupt terribly corrupt country, man. Terribly.
And the country is going nowhere. Frankly speaking, I don't know. I'm kind of confused. The country is going nowhere. There's no system in place to put it under control. We keep repeating one thing over and over again and no result.
Well,
That may talk.
How would the country go anywhere, Sam? How would the country go anywhere? You know, we are a country, we are a society based, we are a corruption based society. Everything for us is stealing. You put a Liberian man in a small job, before you can turn around, he not bring his cousin, his brother, all of them visiting him. When you look, things getting missing. I mean, it's so bad, man. And it's not starting. This thing is not just starting, man. It's been like this forever. I remember when I was director at the AC. I mean, at the
Adika session finance ministry.
I mean, the corruption was just all the place, man. All the place. First of all, we're 7 assistant directors doing the same job. So they were just hiring people with the same position. So people will come to me to sign documents, and I know that corruption. I said no. They will say, "Oh, don't go to Chesson. Don't go to Chesson. Let's go. We got 7 directors. We got 7 directors. We can start this week. Don't go to Chesson." They stopped coming to me.
But Chesson want to do the right thing.
And I was glad. You know why? Because sisters they went to jail.
Can
you imagine? All the cameras we had disappeared. All the films, $1 million films we bought, disappeared. And God, I know our people from small, man.
Corruption is an age-old thing.
Yeah, they used to come, everybody was fighting with a warehouse key. My boss came to me, the commissioner, he said, Chesson, you the administrator chief. You got the key? I said, I don't want to touch that key. I don't want to touch that key. Give it to the operation director, the deputy operation director, the core operation director, the chief deputy assistant operator. All are doing the same job. All are assistant director. That's a different target they give it. Well, how many people do the job? And you see, all are doing the same thing. Can you imagine? You got 7 people getting $500 a month. That's the same thing that pay our minister that $15,000 a month. And that, instead of paying one person $15,000 a month, you got assistant director, deputy assistant director, deputy to the assistant director, assistant to the deputy assistant director, all the people just create positions, man. That's why we need to cut that government down. We need to overhaul that government, cut it in half. But
people came and increased the wage bill, and it's giving a problem. So when people say this guy will win election, I don't understand, because most civil servants are crying. You come, change the whole system around, increase the wage bill, and cut people's salary. Then you say they will say go for you.
Yeah, but Sam, our people.
So I understand.
Since 1980, nothing changed in Liberia.
Nothing in Liberia has not improved.
It hasn't gotten better, it's gotten worse. The leadership is terrible. So what do you expect? You people have no hope. So when you have no hope, you hear people, they will tell you, say, my man, what are you doing? Nothing will change, man. Everything is the same. You know, you better take your share and go. When you got a mentality about taking your share and go, we can't have nothing for ourselves, Sam.
So that means there's a need for Liberia to apologize to those they killed in 1980. What you kill the poor for? You say corruption, rampant corruption, nepotism, and all that. And it's getting too much. It's getting more and more, you know. So I mean, there's a need.
Do you think I want apology from Liberian people? I don't want.
They must do it.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. Why? You get apology from people who understand the nature of their action. The people in Liberia are ignoramuses. They don't Our electricity rate is so high. What are they apologizing to me for? They don't know what they're apologizing to me for.
How will you say the man can drive? You get a better driver. You put it in the car and you bust the car up. And you still praising him. Why? I don't understand. Yeah, I just don't understand. You kill the people.
Now I saying, why would I want people that apologize to me? What would they do for me? It will not do nothing for me. People who understand the nature of their actions and appreciate it. When they apologize to you, it means something. But when a man don't understand what he apologizing to you for, or have no understanding of nature to apologize to you in the first place, why you want him to? Why want to apologize to people?
It's true, and you repeat the same thing.
My job is because they're ignorance. They don't know any better. Look at it. People think that George Weah government is the best government Liberia ever had.
I tell you, can you imagine that?
You know something wrong with them. You know they're sick. So why would I want these sick people? Look at the people you filmed the other day taking water from the source.
Yeah.
Why would I want that man apologize to me? I need to help that man. That man's life is threatened, is at risk, and he doesn't even know it. So why would I be interested in his apology? He said ignoramus. It don't mean nothing to me because it don't mean nothing to him. He will apologize to me and can't kill me in the morning and can't kill me in the night for food. Why you want that man apologize to you? You see, and our people don't understand the nature of our society today. It's backwards.
Going bad.
Deteriorated so bad.
Going bad.
We have no civilization in Liberia no more.
No more.
No civilization. You know, people do what they want to do. The whole country lawless. The government officials just steal. They have no remorse for the people. They have no remorse.
Impunity.
Yes.
Can't hold somebody accountable for their wrongdoing. Are you happy when you try to correct and say, "Oh, but I'm not the only person that did it before. People did it, and they went free. So what?"
They think everything got to be free.
Yeah.
But when you catch them and frog them, they will know. But anyway, conclusion. Let me start my lesson.
Yeah, man. We there's a need. We got to. The country must mobilize.
Before you start, what's going on with Joseph Boyka, man?
Boyka whole land this money. He's in court. He's in court for some land sale issue.
One kind of court in 27th.
Yeah. Or land business. Land is in Caldwell. Look at it in Caldwell.
Yeah, the boss say he bought the land from Joseph Boyka. Joseph Boyka gave him the deed. He went and put his name on the deed too. And gave it to the boy. So the boy look at the deed and said, "Why you put your name on the deed and I put it?" He said, "Well, and because I want to protect you," or something like that. Some excuse. The guy said, "What?" He said, "Well, take it off." He said, "Well, okay, I will take it off so and so time." And from 1964, Boyka had not taken his name on the deed.
From 64?
From 64. Now the boy wanted property. Now he's president. The Boyka finished selling portion of the property to different people too, and still got his name on the deed.
So why can't you change the deed then? Yeah, he sold it already.
He didn't want to change it. What he was changing for? He still own that part. The boy, he and the boy own that part. How you go put your name on the deed? The boy pay you $500 for in those days. 64, that I know small money. $500 in 64, that's small money.
Those days, 64.
But that's why I tell you, our whole society corrupt. Besides Joseph Boyka, look at Elliot Cummings. He associated with Musa Benedict.
That criminal.
He's corrupt. And Elliot Cummings, I don't understand how people say, you want to change our country, you talk about you can't do the same thing, then you sitting your ass down there doing the same thing with a corrupt man. Yeah? You listen to people talk about Musa ability, they say you They say you go to FIFA game, you call Musa Belete name, everybody want to run away from you.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the whole FIFA finished condemning the man.
If I mess with him.
Then we got a man here won't run to be president of Liberia. Senator. And Musa Belete didn't start the thing just now. From Turbo time, Musa Belete used to see gas, used to see money. His name was always in the court for some kind of thing. And look at the day on the road fund. Musa Belete owed the most $6 million.
Yes. He an importer.
Yes, and he owes the most to the road fund. He owes the most. Why do people try to destroy our country like this, man? Sam?
Musa Belede is some uncovered agent for CDC to destroy the Liberty Party.
Yeah, what pisses me off, these rogues, the people are rogues. Then they're sitting now, when they see you, they say, why you don't come home? Why coming home for? Huh? To join a rogue party? To steal?
When you tell the truth, and they find way to get rid of you.
Yeah, because but Sam, why you think I left Liberia? Why you think I left the ACI, the ID card bureau and all those kind of? Why you think I left? There was no future for me in Liberia. Everybody was stealing. If I didn't steal, you don't join them, they'll kill you. And I was going to join them. You know, I got my life ahead of me. I can go anywhere and be a professional or train to be a professional. Why I coming to give my life to these people here to steal? Then when I look at it, you know, I say, because and then when we were in college, our junior year, Ben and you stood up in the middle of the yard and told us when he become government official, you steal like hell. He said it. And that rich man Liberia now.
Yeah, you ready? Yeah.
He said it from college, Cotton College. Everybody who on Cotton, our senior group, Ben and I said it in the open. Man, you have made mistake. The government job position, I will steal like hell. Then they made mistake and made marathon, man. And Ben and I is $1 million year today.
Yeah, where he got your money from Marathon, yeah.
So that's evidence that we got to get our money back from these people. That proof. Conclude, let me do my lesson, sir.
Liberia is going nowhere. So there's a need for the citizens to rise up, Rodney, to rise up. I don't know what are they waiting for. You see the country going backward by the day. You still sitting and thinking that man will drive from heaven, or America will come and say, "I'm going to move on this government before you do something." No, there's a need. We got to rise up.
Let me answer you.
I must tell you, frankly speaking, Liberia is rotten. Rotten. I didn't go straight in this point no more.
The poor people are disillusioned. How many leaders we had, Sam, since 1980 that don't mean no good for our country?
For this country.
The poor people can't read and write. They don't care about government. All they want to do is to make a living. We that care about government, we the people that are stealing and ripping our country off. You all set? I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bro. Good day. Thank you.
We talk. Okay, I talk with you. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, I'm a Liberian citizen. I'm a lawyer. I'm a soldier. I'm a grown-up boy. I've been through the hoops. I'm not a picky. All my life, I sat with my people and I told them, we can do better. We can do better. We don't need an international community. We don't need United States of America. We don't need none of these people. We can do better. And that's why in 1980, when we had that revolution, I suffered, but I was prepared for us to change our country, to move our country forward. Because I say we don't need America, that don't mean I hate America. But I'm just saying we don't need America to the point where we can be subservient to America as we have been in our still. They kill our president, they kill our leaders, we blame ourselves. You know, it's just a level of ignorance. We fight among ourselves, conquer country, conquer. Yes, we have social issues in our country. But where has the change that these people promised or brought us? It hasn't brought us anything. But that does not mean that our revolution has failed. The 1980 revolution can't fail. It cannot fail. Too many people have died since 1980 and are still dying today because these people that are leading us do not understand the purpose of a revolution. They're all slum people. They don't really understand. And we never had leaders since 1980 that have understood what it means for a revolution. A revolution can be negative and a revolution can be positive. Most of the time people talk about revolution, they talk about negativity. The negative part about it. Overthrowing the oppressors. Getting the people off the ground to do this and that. No. That's one aspect of a revolution that has negative implications. A revolution is a change. It's a radical change. Many radical changes do not yield anything good. Why? Because when things change rapidly, it throws everything out of whack. The people become confused. The government can become confused. So usually when revolutionary governments persist or live, they become dictatorial. Why? Because the change is confusing. Not only to them, but to the world, to people who deal with the countries, investors, and all of that. Because they want to know where is this new change going to take their money, their investment, their hard-earned businesses. So everybody have a negative connotation when you talk about revolution. Because who are these new people coming in? Because every time you talk about revolution, it entails a change, abrupt change. So who are these new people? But our revolution has been going on since 1980, and we still have not succeeded. We still have not succeeded. We don't hit other people, but other people will hit us. Why? When we try to educate our people to them who are the real oppressors, the foreigners, who just want our money and our resources and don't give a damn about who leading us, whether they're giving us resources that they receive it from them or not. They don't give a damn. All they want is resources. They don't care who leading us. They don't care who directing us. They don't care about anything. It's not their interest. You have heard that word before, interest. It's not their interest. That the word they keep pushing down our throat, interest. You're now our interest. And they're right. Because before they can be our interest, we got to be our own interest. Charity begins at home. We say we're Christian. Jesus had taught us everything we need to know. But when our leaders have no charity, they don't have no Christianity. They think they are Christians. But you cannot be a Christian without charity. Charity is the foundation of Christianity. What is charity? Love, hope, blessings. That's the foundation of Christianity. So if you say you're Christian, you don't understand philanthropic, being philanthropic, being kind, being loving, being caring, having charity. then you're not a Christian. You think you're a Christian. You see all these people running around here, all the ones with money, 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 money. How can you be Christian? Yes, it's good for us to love money. Yeah, we can do. Jesus didn't turn us against money. All he told us, render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and the things that are his, render to him. Okay? So he encouraged us to go out and make money, pay taxes, do everything under the law. Render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's. Why? Because even before Caesar make laws, Caesar got to consult people. Even before dictators make law, they will not just make it by themselves. They will call one or two people and say, what are you thinking about this? What are you thinking about? And they'll talk about it before they do it. They got to do it. Even dictators are bound by relationships with other people in the nation. If people don't support you, how you will lead them? You can't lead them. But I'm telling all of this, my people, to say we've been our worst enemies for too long. We dwell on this Congo and country thing because of ignorance, because of backwardness. That's when diversity becomes an overpowering force, when we are ignorant of our own powers and our own will. And we are a stubborn people too. We are a very stubborn people. Greed, stubbornness, selfishness, all of that bring us down, because sometimes people be telling us what is in our best interest, but we're so greedy, we're so blind, we're so backwards, we think they're our enemies. And probably they're not. But the real people who are our enemies, we gravitate towards them because we think they got things to make our lives better. How will foreigners make our lives better? We got to make our own lives better. We got to get to the soil and work. And work instead of waiting for free things and handouts and trying to steal. We got to work, man. We got to change our mentalities. We got to change our mentalities. Because if we don't, it will not yield us anything. It will not yield us. And let me tell you something, I prefer to talk to you all like this than talking to my own family members. Because they don't understand some of the things I've been telling them. And some of these things I'm telling you, I've been telling my family members for years. Maybe they're immature. Maybe they're immature. Because my father must have sent something in me to say, Rodney, I want you to take over my family. I didn't beg him for it. I never wanted it. But he saw that I had the ability to bring people together. My father also saw that I had the ability to do things the right way when I was fed up with it. Let me tell you, I used to be with my father in his office. My father had his law office at our house. My father had all the secretaries, all the typists. But my father had the worst filing system I ever seen. Every time my father would call me to come look for files. You know, my father never called none of my other brothers and sisters because that wasn't their interest. I was the only man that I was helping my father. I was behind him wherever he go, I would go there because I wanted to learn from my father. I didn't care so much that he was my father. Everybody else was fighting for position to be father. No, I knew the significance of my father because from small, I understand the richness of education. And when my father being Minister of Justice, it behooved me to stick behind that man and learn. I didn't care about his children. I didn't care about his money. I didn't care. Me and my father didn't used to get along sometimes. There were many times we used to disagree because when my father did something in the government I didn't like, especially when I was in political science school, I would tell you, I said, Dad, that's not right, man. How you can do that? And he said, who are you talking to like that? I said, I don't care about you being my father. The fact is, you're the leader of my country. You got to leave me a legacy to depend on. And if this legacy is messed up, I got to let you know how I feel about it now. I'm close to you. I got the opportunity to talk to you as free as I can. Sometimes my father didn't like that. Sometimes my father used to put me out. Get out of my damn house. Pack your shit and go. Disrespectful. I pack my things and go. I stay away 1 week. I come back to my papa because he understood. I was the only child of my father that were interested in what he did. My other brothers and sisters didn't care about what my father did. All they liked was they was children of ministers, or the minister. And they want to use that for their own thing. But I was behind my father everywhere he went. He was in the car, I was there. He was on the road, I was there. I was behind. Why? Because he had something I wanted to learn. And we used to fuss a lot. Because when it came to politics, you know, my father thought I was a small bossy who can let my brothers and sisters them who just come to him and just talk to him. Well, here I talk in politics and he want brush me off. I said, you can't brush me off because this is not right. He said, what do you mean by that? Why are you talking to me about that? I said, and we argue about it. We argue about it. Many times my father would tell me to go leave that because of politics. Pack your thing and go. I said, yeah, I'll pack my things and go. I will leave. But I have been raised by my aunt and my uncle to express myself, not to be a second-class citizen. You know, when something bothered me, I told my aunt. From small, I remember my aunt, they were Methodists. We always go to the Methodist. One day I came home, I said, Mama, I don't want to go to Methodist church no more. I told her I was in CWA. I said, I don't want to compete with us church no more. I said, I want to go St. Patrick. I said, I don't feel like learning because that's not the church of my choice. She said, what do you mean church of the choice? Where are you coming from? I said, I love the Catholic church and the Catholic schools. She said, go to St. Patrick's. Just so that. And I ended up in St. Patrick's. Okay? I still went to the Methodist church. I'm a Christian. I support any church that supports Jesus Christ. But I like the first church. That's the church that Jesus authorized, the Catholic Church. So I go to the first church. You know, but you always got to have a mind for yourself. And that way it is. And we as a people, we need leadership. We need strong, powerful leadership, not weak leadership that will sell our country, that will sell our people out. Right now, we have no leaders. We have people that will sell us for little or nothing. It's proven. Look at our country. The people have no mentality to clean up our country, to set it up right, to show love to our people. No, it's about love. You can call me country Congo all you want, call me. But who loves you more? Who shows you more love? Who comes to you when you're in need, say, look, you're in need, I can give you a helping hand. Some of your own people. Some of my own people never helped me before. Never. My own people. I remember I got an aunt. She used to sell sneakers. I love sneakers. I used to go there and buy a sneaker off her. That woman never gave me one sneaker to say, you're my nephew, you always supporting me, yeah, one sneakers. Never. Never. So it wasn't in their being to give, you know. Even some of my cousins, man, all the shit I've been through in Liberia. My pa died, my mom died. I was thrown out of school. I had no money to go to school. I walked to go to law school. I walked 20 miles a day. I had no food, man. I was living in Congo town. I used to walk to law school. Sit down there from 7 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock because I had no books, no money, nothing. So I had to brief my cases. So I used to walk to school every morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. My classes used to start at 3. But I used to walk 6 o'clock to be there 7 o'clock to read my cases, to brief my cases, to be prepared for my class in the afternoon. I used to stay. There's a place in the law school that used to call Chesson Corner. I never left that corner. I never left that corner. I sat there from morning and brief all my cases. Then I would leave and go downtown. It's not that I didn't want to play. It's not that I didn't want to have fun. Why would I have fun there? You know, the conditions in my country forced me to learn. You know, I had to learn because I had to survive. And these are the same things I bring you to your man. These are the same things. I persevered because there were things I did I didn't know I could do. And we as a people can do the same thing. And that's why I've been telling my children, my got plenty of children with 20. Everybody want to identify with my pa. Everybody. All their mom. That was first coming. Because everybody sleep with my pa and had children from my pa. They feel they entitled to share in my pa family, his life and everything, because he was attorney general. So every woman wanted their children to be associated with that. So they were always fussing among the women. That why if the man is not powerful enough to do what he wants to do with his family, and you want to be a polygamist, and you can't control your women, your family will go astray. And that's what was happening in my power family. Everybody fighting to be recognized. Then they didn't care about the children. They just care about themselves. All the mothers care about themselves. Everybody wanted to have a hand in the chest and ear. You know, especially when he became second attorney general again. You know? And that will break the family down too. That will bring the distrust. The distrust don't come from the children. My brothers and sisters didn't distrust me because of me. They distrust me because of their mom. Oh, don't trust your brothers and sisters. Don't trust your other children. Trust only this person. Trust only that person. You know, even some parents, my brothers and sisters, mother would say, oh, rather we leaving our children with you. You the big brother. I'm like, why are you leaving them with me? You should leave them with all of us. What power I got to take care of your children alone? Other than my brothers and sisters, I ain't going to treat them different than that. My brothers and sisters. But it was always the mom and things fussing. But I was telling you, man, my dad had all these secretaries and things. None of them cared that were working with him. My dad always would have problems with cases because the cases were not found good. And this way Chesson noticed me. Because one day I got tired with my father's office being a mess. I said, Daddy, I would take a weekend off and I'll put everything in your office in alphabetical order. He thought I was joking. I started Friday after I left school. I took all his files and put it in the middle of the floor. He came in the office, he said, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, I told you I would set up your file for you. He said, you know what you're doing? I said, yeah, I know what I'm doing. And by Sunday, I finished fixing my power office. I reorganized his whole office. Everything was alphabetical order. My father never called me. He only once he called me for file business because there were some files he had that were not completed. They were incomplete. So there was no way I could put them in alphabetical order because they had other documents in them that didn't belong there, other names and things like that. So those files, I put them in a bag and put it on the floor because he needed some documents in there too. But the rest of his office, my father never had problem with files no more. He called me one time for file. His secretaries, all the people that used to type on my pa, none of them knew how to fix the office up. One day they were looking for a file. They couldn't find it. I was outside playing. I hear everybody calling, Rodney. Daddy calling you, Rodney. I said, what Daddy calling me for? So I come down there. Daddy said, Rather, the people can't find that file, man, find that file. That file is missing. I said, no file missing, Daddy. How file will be missing? I told you where all the file was. So he said, well, find the file number. I said, give me a break. Let me think, Daddy. It's been 3 years since I did the thing. I haven't been here in 3 years. Let me think. So I stood up, I had to think where I put the files. Because I knew, well, then I recollected everything. I said, okay, everything in alphabetical orders. All the files that are not in order, that have different paper in them, I put all of them in this corner here. So if you don't find nothing in the alphabetical order thing, you come and take in this thing, that means it's in here. And I stood right there, his clerk dug in it and found the file. He said, yeah, the file. I said, I told you. That's why my father died. He wanted me to take over his family because nobody ever done that before. All my sisters, they all the degree they had never offered to help my father fix his office. They saw it in the mess. He would call them to get files. Everybody just go there and do it and give it to him. I just got tired of it, man. I said, Daddy, you always call me to do things. I gotta come look in this mess. I said, I'll put your file in alphabetical order. You would never have to look for things. You would never have to call me no more. Just go right to the counter and look in alphabetical order. You find it. And I did it. I did it. My father never had a problem again with filing files and things like that. It took me 3 days. I didn't rest. When I say I'm doing something, I'm a soldier. If I'm doing this show, I want to do it for 3 days. I can set you up for 3 days and do this show for 3 days. That's my nature. Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson class is done. Have a good day, my people. I'm out of here. See you tomorrow. The time of the people is over. Brother Chesson gotta hit the door.